We've examined a range of different evidences from the question of the origin of the universe. We've looked at design, we've looked at the fine-tuning in the universe, we've looked at complexity in living systems, we've also looked at morality. Now, there are many others that we could look at, but we won't have a chance to do that. But just to mention briefly, things such as beauty. As we look around, there are many beautiful things. How is it innately that we know these things? What about the whole idea of hope and optimism, which tends to spring from the human heart? The whole idea of yearning for something, hoping that there is something beyond life and death, and that there is something which is an eternal forever. What about, as we look around, there are people who have had an encounter with God and whose lives have changed radically. Those people can be a very powerful testament to, in actual fact, the power of God and the reality of God. We look at the Christian scriptures. We look at some of the predictions and prophecies there, which actually have been made in the past, but look forward into the future. And some of those are amazing in their fulfillment, suggesting that there is an intelligence behind that. We look at the moral teachings of Jesus Christ. And what we find is that almost universally, whether people accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Saviour or not, there is an admiration for what he said. When we look at the historical evidence for the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead, there are many people who did not believe in Jesus Christ, did not believe in God, who, looking at the evidence and examining it, changed their position and became believers. And so we could actually go on and look at these, but there are many evidences to suggest that someone who is genuine looking to see if there is evidence for God could actually look and find that evidence. At the end of the day, though, what does it all matter? We can look at these evidences, but look, it's more than an intellectual exercise, because, as I mentioned at the beginning, the God I'm speaking about is one who is a personal God, a loving God, a God who wants us to be happy. Not only that, not happy just in this life, but a God who wants us to be happy for always, for all eternity. In actual fact, it's a God who loved us so much that he has a solution to the problem of humanity. The solution is that Jesus Christ came to this earth, lived as a person, died, actually took upon himself the guilt of every person who is here, who is in the world, and was resurrected from the dead. And as a result of that, there is an invitation. God is inviting each person to actually accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Saviour. And as a result of that, pass into an existence which is full of life, purpose, hope, meaning, where we understand that there is much in this life to be grateful for, but there is also an eternity which we can all be part of as well. And I think that is very good news. In fact, you could say that is good news unlimited.